Good evening, friends. This is Tulsi Visain, and today I am going to give you a presentation on feature scaling in machine learning. So today we will see what is feature scaling and what is the importance of feature scaling in machine learning part. So let's get started. So this is the pre-processing step of the machine learning pipeline. So here what we are doing, we are after selecting the data set, we are doing some scaling of the data. So what do you mean by scaling? So if there are a large the size difference between the different features of the data set, then we have to take them into the similar range so that our model may not give the wrong prediction to us, and the error rate are higher in the case of when the ranges are varies between two features. So the objective of the feature scaling is to take care the range of the different features available with the data set. And there are the three important feature of the data set, that is unit of the feature, the magnitude of the features, and the range. So unit means like one feature is showing the centimeter values and one feature is showing the kilometer or the higher values. So there are a big difference between the range of the values. So by doing feature scaling, we are putting them into the similar range. Now, what is the need for the feature scaling? So for that, this is a very good example. Like in our data set, there is a gender column, height, and the weight column. And here you can see the values of the genders are 1 and 0 for male or female. And the different continuous values are held by the height and weight column. So here you can see the huge difference between the 1 and the height or the weight ranges. So what machine is understanding? So machine is taking just the value like 1 and suppose 241 of the weight column. So it will find the big difference between the values and it will give importance to the weighted value. So in this case of the weight, the 241 it will consider. So but that will bias to one feature only. So therefore it should not be happen to our model. So therefore the feature scaling is required. Now we will take some example of the red wine quality data set. So here I am taking the model, and after doing some pre-processing, I am taking the linear regression model to do the prediction. And here I am calculating the value of RMSE and R2 score. And we will use different feature scaling techniques, and we will check the value of RMSE means root mean square error value and the R2 square value, and for unscaled data and the scaled data, and we will see the difference between these values. So let's continue with this. So this is the data set, and here you can see the different feature columns, and there are so very the difference between the range of the values available with this data set, and all the values are in the numerical values, they are not in categorical. So let's get continue with this. So here I have done all the importing and the processing on the data, and here uh, in training and testing data I am applying linear regression, and the I am doing the prediction on the model and calculating the RMSE and R2 score. So here you can see the my RMSE value is 0.69 and the R2 square is 0.33. This is the result I am getting when I am not doing any uh, I'm not doing any scaling of the data. This is the original data without scale. So this is the unscaled data. Actually, this I'm already I'm taking already built data, this model. I have not worked on this model. So this I'm taking by already built-in model available on the net for taking the example. And now we will see the first step. First technique of there are lots of technique, but in detail I will explain three of them, and rest if you want then you can also read on the different references available. So here first we will apply the normalization technique on this for calculating the RMSE and R2 square value. So in what is the normalization? Normalization means when we are putting all the values between the range of 0 and 1, and that is called the normalization, and that is also called mean max scaling. And this is the formula of the x scaled value which which applied by the min max library, or that is already built in the machine learning model. So we will directly apply the min max scalar module to our data set, and that will calculate this value. And here x max means the maximum value of the data set, and x mean means the minimum value of the data set. And so when the max value is maximum, the equation will give us 1, and if the minimum value is taken, the value will we will get the value of 0. So this will give the all values in the range of the 0 and 1. So it will enclose the value between 0 and 1. This is called normalization. So here we are applying min max scalar, and here norm dot fit transform x. So here we have fitting our data to the min max scalar norm equal to, and here after that I am printing my RMSE and the R2 square value. So here you can see the value we are getting for RMSE is 0.63, which is reduced. Before we have got 0.69, and here the R2 score is 0.37. So the value of the RMSE is reduced here with many points. Now next technique is standardization. In the last we will compare all these values together. Now we will see the second technique, standardization. So here we are standardize all the values available, and it is also called Z-score normalization. And the here we are taking the mean at the value of at the point of 0, and you can see here the graph. So here we are taking the mean value at 0, and the step deviation will be 1 at one value, and after that second step deviation and the third deviation. So at every one step there will be standard the deviation will be available. So here we are scaling the feature value by using distribution of the mean equal to 0 and the standard deviation of 1. So this is also called Z-score normalization. And here we are applying, we have applied, and after applying the normalization, we are getting 0.68 and 0.27 for RMSE and R2 values. And we can see here the errors are reduced by using the feature scaling techniques. So when the data was unscaled, these are the original data values in the green graph, and in normalized the values are ranging between 0 to 1, and for standardized data the mean means the average becomes 0 and the standard deviation become 1. So now we will see there are different algorithms are available on the in machine learning, like the linear regressions and the distance based algorithms are there, the tree based algorithms are there. And now we will see what are the effects of feature scaling on these different algorithms. So you can see here that when we are using gradient descent, we are calculating cost function, and when we are calculating cost function, and when we are drawing the graph of gradient descent, we are getting a convex graph, which is a single local global minima. But when the data is not scaled, we are not getting a proper curve for gradient descent. So therefore, if we are using the algorithm which uses gradient descent, we have to do feature scaling. Now, second thing, when we are calculating the when we are using algorithm based on the Euclidean distance, which are using Euclidean distance, like the you can see the KNN, K-means clustering, support vector machine. All these are all in this algorithm distance are calculated. So here the feature scaling is also required, and these are most sensitive to the range of the features. The the effect on the prediction is very much higher than the other algorithms, so it requires the feature scaling also. But when it comes to tree based algorithm like decision tree, random forest, gradient boosting, but these are not much affected by the feature scaling, so these are robust to the range of the values. So here if we are not doing feature scaling, then also we can get the good result. So these are all the effect of the feature scaling techniques on the machine learning algorithm. Now we can compare here, and you can see the different algorithms of uh, for feature scaling, and min max and uh, standard standardization feature scaling are doing very good on the value of RMSE and R2 scores. And this is also depend on the algorithm and the data set which we are using. But it is very good to do feature scaling when when we when becomes when we are doing pre-processing of the data, because it enhances directly or indirectly to the result of the prediction of our data. It affects the result of the prediction. So it is a very good practice to do feature scaling of the data, and that also uh, s- that prepares the very well data for the neural networks also. So so therefore there are always the benefits of the feature scaling. So now let's come to the end of the slides. So if you are having any doubt, then you can ask in the text. Thank you.